If you clicked on this video, I'm guessing you really want to make it big as a freelancer. And as someone who has been a designer for over a decade, let me tell you, you don't have to follow the typical freelancer path. Now, some of you might be thinking, Sapta, you've been a company guy all your life. What do you know about freelancing? Yes, I've worked for companies in the last 10 years, but I've also done my fair share of freelancing. Not small and petty ones. Just to give you an idea, I bought my first car way back in 2017, which was worth around 15 lakhs back then, purely with the money I made from just 4 months of freelancing. So yes, I did some serious stuff out there. So trust me when I tell you, you don't have to follow the typical freelancer path. You know the type, always glued to the laptop, chasing leads, juggling emails, struggling to keep up with deadlines, and desperately trying to grow a network on social media. But it doesn't really have to be that way. The truth is, many freelancers might be doing it all wrong. They end up drowning in busy work, managing emails, scheduling and other admin tasks, leaving little time for the actual creative work, something that you're really good at. To build a successful freelance business, you only need 4 things. I repeat, you only need 4 things. Number 1, a compelling offer. Number 2, the right price. Number 3, the resources to deliver. And number 4, the clients. Once you have nailed down these essentials, everything else is just noise. But even then, handling every little task yourself can feel overwhelming, and that's where Make.com can help. In this video, I'll walk you through a beginner's guide to kickstart your freelance journey and show you how you can automate tedious tasks from managing your social media, emails, invoicing, and more with Make. It integrates seamlessly with most of the tools you already might be using, like Instagram, Gmail, Google Calendar, Notion, and even Figma, so you can stay focused on growing your business. So stick around till the end and follow along. Number 1, define your freelance offer. First things first, you need to get clear on what you're really good at and the kind of projects you want to take on. It could be anything from designing landing pages and dashboards to crafting complex UX flows, or maybe you are more into graphic designing, creating eye-catching posters, thumbnails, social media posts, you name it. Figure out that one thing you are better than most other people around. Once you have nailed it down, think about how you can turn that into an offer clients can't resist. For me, that unique thing was solving complex UX problems using motion design. Now, this combination was great, and there were not a lot other people who were doing the same. I essentially married 2 skills. Take some time to research the market and spot opportunities where you can truly stand out. Ask yourself, what are your strengths? What is the demand like in your field? Who are the target clients and what are they expecting? Figure out what makes you different, your unique selling point, and build your offer around that. I've talked more about how to get clients and reach out to them in these videos. Check them out. Number 2, create a presence on social media. This is the most important point in the list, as I have seen too many talented freelancers hiding in the shadows. Don't be that person. You need to put yourself out there and be at the front. Just think about it. How would people notice when you are not present in front of them? Social media has made it so accessible to connect with anyone, talk over chat, and show your good work. You need to be posting consistently to get recognized and finally get the algorithm work in your favor. Here's a simple thing I would suggest. Create one small project every single day for the next 3 months. Post those projects across different platforms, Instagram, LinkedIn, Behance, and Dribbble, where people can notice you. Remain active on these platforms, comment on other people's work, and be a part of the community. Now you must be thinking, Sapta, that's a lot of work. Well, that's where the special tool comes in handy. Make.com can automate social media stuff like crazy. After finishing the project, all you need to do is just add it to a Google Sheet and boom, it's posted on Instagram at the perfect time without even lifting a finger. Second, it even auto-replies comments, ensuring that your engagement always remains high while you can focus on creating. Make will create a post in Instagram for new Google Sheet rows. That means whenever you add a new row in your Google Sheet linked to your Drive folder, it will fetch the picture, the video, or whatever your content is, and it'll post on your account at the same specified time. And third, keeping track of your social media insights is actually very time consuming, but it's crucial too, as it gives a clear picture to freelancers for their online performance and audience engagement. However, manually tracking these metrics can be real headache. This tool can help everything from your reach and impressions to your engagement rates and follower growth. It'll compile your social media insights into a tidy Google Sheet that you can monitor over time and customize your strategy accordingly. Number 3, cold outreach. Now this brings me to the next strategy that is overly underused. It just takes 5 to 10 minutes to craft a compelling message, attach your portfolio, and potentially land a client. I have so many friends who do cold outreach daily to benefit them with clients. To learn about this in detail, watch this video of mine, but here's the best part. You don't have to do anything on your own, and this tool can automatically draft emails from your lead list, send them out, even organize responses. First, we will automatically compose an email and save it as a draft whenever a new contact is added in this spreadsheet. I've created a spreadsheet with the details of all the cold outreach emails that I wish to send. It's a simple one with the name of the client, the industry, and their email ID. Right now, I populated with some sample data. Next, I'll use this template that is already present inside Make. I will select this and proceed with Start Guided Setup. All these windows will automatically pop up. First of all, you will have to connect your Google account if you haven't already. And then it'll ask you for the spreadsheet which is expected to read. In my case, it is the outreach list that I had just created. Select the sheet name from the spreadsheet and continue, and select all from the list and proceed to the next step. Next, in this Gmail pop-up, select your account once again. Please note that I'm using two different Gmail accounts. It's because I will roleplay and demonstrate how it works between a freelancer and a client. Then select a folder in which you want your drafts to be saved. These are just the folders inside Gmail itself, and I will select the default drafts folder. Next, I will select the to email address from the sheet. This is going to be dynamic data because for every line item, it will be different. Next, it's the subject and the body of the email itself. I have a sample email template that I had written for the email. I'm going to use the same, and I will change some of these sections which I want to be populated with dynamic content like the name of the client, the industry, and so on. You can use HTML tags to edit the body of the email and add spaces and line breaks wherever you need. And then finally hit continue and our template is ready to go. Let's test it out now. I've already populated the sheet with some sample content, Acme Corporation, e-commerce, and my own personal email ID just to test it out. The moment I had all these details and run the template, it just does its work. Now I can go to my Gmail to my drafts folder and find the draft already here. I can make some more edits to it or directly hit on send. Create another automation to add a label whenever we receive an email back from these clients. Labels are nothing but the small tags that appear beside your emails depending on how you configure it. This helps these important emails to visually stand out and also lets you easily filter them out. First and foremost, we'll create a label inside Gmail. We'll call it lead and save it. We'll also change the color of it to some bright color like orange. Next, we'll use this template which is already present inside Make. Start the guided setup, connect your account and select the folder inside Gmail that you want it to scan. I will select Inbox and hit continue. You can make it start from now on and hit OK. Next, we need to connect the same outreach spreadsheet so that it can check the email addresses and selectively add labels to them. We'll select the sheet and add a filter to check if any of the email IDs on our sheet is same as the email ID of the sender. After setting this condition, we will hit continue. And then in the Gmail module, we'll select labels to add as lead, the label that we just created. If you have more than one labels, you will see all of them in a drop down here. Hit continue and your template is good to go. To quickly test it out, I'm sending a test email to my own self and I will also run our brand new automation. Now when we go back to Gmail inbox, you will see that the test email that we had just sent, but it doesn't show the label yet because it's yet to be updated. Wait for a while or refresh the page and the label automatically starts appearing beside it. Next, let us see how we can automatically pull the content of selected emails into a spreadsheet. We'll use another inbuilt template of Make, but before that, we'll need a spreadsheet to hold all the email responses. I've created this simple with labels like sender, subject, and mail body. Next, let's get started with a guided step of the template. Connect email account and choose folder that it will scan. We can either pick inbox or all mail. In the filter type, we will select Gmail filter and in the query, we will type label : lead so that it picks only the emails with the label lead in them, something that we had created using our previous automation. We proceed from here and in the spreadsheet module, we connect our account and the spreadsheet and then select the things that we want to populate in the columns of our spreadsheet like the sender, subject, and the mail body. We hit continue and our template is good to go. To test it out, I will send one more test email. I already have a sample one written here. Our previous automation will add the label to it, and here when we run this new automation, it will pull the information into our spreadsheet. Let's go to the spreadsheet and check out. Here it is. It has successfully pulled the sender, subject, and the body of the test email that we just sent. Number 4, organizing tasks and meetings. As your freelance business grows, handling meetings and projects at the same time becomes a big challenge. It's like trying to keep track of a bunch of moving parts all at once, but don't worry, there are ways to make this easier. Here's how Make can help you manage your growing freelance business. Number 1, automate task creation. Make can automatically create tasks in ClickUp based on new rows in your Google Sheets spreadsheet. This means you can use a simple spreadsheet to plan your projects, and Make will turn it into a row into a task in ClickUp. Number 2, streamline meeting scheduling. Make can create Google Calendar events directly from your Notion workspace if you use Notion to keep track of your client information or project details. You can set up Make to automatically add important dates and meetings to your Google Calendar. Number 5, and the last step, invoicing. If you're someone who's already worked before with clients, you must be aware of how time-taking and boring it is to create invoices, right? Nobody likes it, and hence everyone procrastinates. It's actually very easy to say we'll send by EOD when your client asks for the invoice, but it is very difficult to prepare invoices on time. But with Make, you don't have to worry about invoices. Here's how it gets easy in 2 steps. You just have to fill out a spreadsheet with the details of your invoice, like the client name, the service that you had provided, the price, tax, date, and so on. We'll again use another inbuilt template of Make, which pulls data from a spreadsheet and prepares invoice automatically. While doing this, we'll also use another free service called HTML CSS to image. So let's begin with the guided step of the template. We connect our spreadsheet with the details of the invoice and hit continue. Next, we are in this HCTI API module. Now, this is the free service that I was talking about. If you don't have an account, you can create a free one using Gmail very easily. It's very simple. Once you do, you will also find a user ID and an API key, which you will need to enter here in Make to connect your account. Once your account is connected, the service will automatically provide a simple HTML invoice template. If you are proficient with HTML and CSS, you can go and modify it to anything you want. I'm not all that proficient, so I will only go and edit the things that I need to, like the invoice number, the date, the services, the price, the currency, and so on. The thing to note here is that the template will have some constant things like the name and the address of the service provider, that is me, and it'll also have dynamic data which changes with every invoice. So you will need to map those dynamic data from the spreadsheet into this HTML template. Next, we need to create a folder inside Google Drive where all the templates will be saved. This service will prepare the invoice in HTML and convert it into PNG image and save it in this folder. I have this folder created already and I'm connecting it here. I can select the name of the invoice, the template how it would be. I'm selecting invoice name followed by the name of the client itself. Continue and our template is ready to roll. We'll quickly test it out. We already had some dummy data in that sheet if you remember, so we only need to run the automation. And now when you check the folder, you will see the image of the invoice. Now this is a very simple one, and like I said, you can edit the HTML and CSS to make it look the way you want. There are also so many HTML invoice templates that are available for free in the internet and you can use them. Your invoice is ready to be sent. You can follow the same method for every client and get instant invoices created right on your Google Drive ready to email. By streamlining this process, you have no lazy admin tasks left on your list and you can focus on creating amazing projects. So those were the 5 steps to set up your freelance business. We have covered defining your unique offer, building a social media presence, mastering cold outreach, organizing your workflow, and simplifying your invoices. But here's the most important thing. Consistency is the key. Keep creating, keep reaching out, keep improving. The freelance world is full of opportunities. Now you can focus on what you can do best. Check out make.com from the link in the description and see you in the next one. This is Sapta signing off.